New camera setup, which of course I got wrong already. So it's that one. More swing. Okay. All right. Let's see how's the focus going to be. I can't test this out because normal video on this is totally different than what it looks like on YouTube Live. Like right now, this is so dark compared to what it was just on the normal screen. Okay. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and just get started. I'll wait for people to show up to ask me questions, to talk about some stuff. We're going to be using some contrast paint tonight. Oh, okay, I see how the... Yeah. So I was just playing with the focus. Using some Shaiish purple. And as you can see behind the model that I'm going to be painting tonight, I was like, I should probably do a test model to figure out what the paint scheme I want to do is. And I painted the rest of the army on accident. Oops. Well, we'll do some close-ups on those as we go along. Okay, camera's directly in the way. Let me... Yeah, sorry, stand by. Working on the whole camera thing here. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, I like that. All right. Going for this, a light coat of this purple. Actually, that might be too light. Add a little bit more to it. Do do. Hey, Drainaholic, how you doing, man? Just painting up a fiend. Thank you. Yeah, like I said earlier, I accidentally painted the whole rest of the army, so I'll show that off here in a bit. Do, do. Tell you what, I'm awful tired today. Been a long day. I don't know if you saw the post that I put up on the community section, but I don't know if you saw the post I put up on the community section, but I am currently unemployed. But, you know, getting out there and getting stuff done. God, I had so many interviews. Then I went and did a property walkthrough today. And the one thing I've learned from me losing my last job is that I was criminally underpaid. Because I have a couple of, I have one offer right now that I'm just waiting for the next two walkthroughs I'm going to do tomorrow. One offer right now that's more than what I was making 2 days ago. And the two for tomorrow are so much higher. Yeah. Yeah, I will be getting better. One place I just walked in off the street because it's a place I drive by every day and was like, hey, they might be looking for somebody. So I stopped in there, asked if they needed any maintenance techs, and initially she was like, oh no, we're not looking for anybody. And then she took a second look at me and was like, who told you? What are you talking about? And yeah, that's the one that I went and did a walkthrough on today. And the one that was like, okay, can you start today? I'm like, wait, hold on. At least let me finish out this week. Give me a mini vacation. So things will be going good there. That's just kind of the way the industry is that I work in, doing apartment maintenance. It's like the only real way to get a raise is to get a new job. Because you get in there and people get comfortable and, you know, they just look at you like, oh, they'll stay forever. So, so I got my last one. I got fired and I was unemployed for a whole 3 days. That's just the way it works. Yeah, well, I got a bottle of resin out of it. They sent me to test, and you know, most of that I was just starting to have fun, just beating stuff with a hammer. I almost pulled out my blowtorch for that one, or my oxyacetylene tank. I almost pulled that out. I looked at it and was like, nah, it's too much effort to even get up and go get it. It'll be fine. We've done enough. So yeah, things are looking up. Um, any terrain projects? Hmm. Like terrain is always on my mind, and I can never decide how I'm gonna do it. Like right now, I'm having delusions. I'm gonna buy one of those, the friends and hot wire things, so I can make 10,000 bricks. Because I just saw, I think it was Black Magic Crafts did a cathedral, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I need to make one." Focus. There we go. But in order to make one, I need like 100,000 bricks. Right. I don't have a bandsaw either. Maybe one day. Okay, now we are. Oh, should I let this dry? Yeah, I'll do the leather. Do the leather straps. What I did on this one, later, cheating again. What I did on this one is I did the horn color and then I did the straps in like, believe it or not, that's a different color completely, but man, it doesn't look like it. So we're gonna do hard leather, like a hard leather color on there. God, I haven't used a bandsaw for terrain projects or model projects in years. Last time I did that is when I was doing a Lizardman army back, 15 years ago. I was cutting the heads off of Jurassic Park models or Jurassic Park action figures. Well, thank you about the colors coming out good. These I was gonna leave one to show, but these I actually primed them black instead of my normal gray. Did it make a difference? Not really. But when I went to Walmart, they were all out of gray primer, so I was like, okay, we'll try black. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, that's. I want to get that hot wire just so I can make bricks, so that way, like when I'm sitting here, because most of the time I outrun my printer. Like I paint stuff faster than it can print. Like this squad over here came off the printer 2 hours ago, and now it's running on something completely different. The next army, but I gotta wait. So I'm gonna have nothing to paint here for tomorrow. Yes. So just having a bunch of bricks laying around that I could just mess with. I know, I have an addiction. Who else can say they paint faster than they can print? I don't need a bigger printer because all I would do is just feed it more resin. 40 sanding edges. Oof. Oof. Yeah, it sounds like it's like an undertaking. So I'm out of speed paint bone color, so I had to go back to the last little bit of skeleton horde that I had for my bone color. The one of the big downsides that I didn't think about until today, for where I used to work, like I would have to drive past the game store to get to work. Now it's like another half hour away, so no more just going to pop in at lunchtime to go pick up paint. And that sucks. Now I'm gonna have to like Amazon stuff. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get it shipped to me. Or if I can, I I need to badger somebody at one of these paint companies. Be like, hey, sponsor me. Oh, that'll never happen. Yeah, I mean, if it gets to a point like heading down to the game store is not outside the realm of possibilities, it's just I have to make a dedicated trip. See, I need to find out how all these people get how all these people get sponsorships because I've got no idea. I'm just a dude in his basement painting stuff. I got no idea how it works. Wouldn't that be some shit though? If I start off a video like, "Hi, welcome to the War Boss Fitch channel. Check out Raid Shadow Legends." Oh, oh, missed a hand. I do, I do, and the funny thing is, like I've had people going, like, you have to have a team of people paint your stuff. There's no way you can go that fast. And man, I used to go this fast before YouTube. I used to go this fast with Games Workshop models. Let me tell you, I was broke. And I've never seen a game store that gave out a discount. Okay, so that's all the red. Yep. I used to go spend $200 a week on models. Like, yeah, it was. I don't know. It was dumb. Then I had the dice goblin. And I'm like, oh god, I need to do something. There's no way I can keep doing this. And then 3D printing came along. Yeah, it was pretty excessive. There was I remember the look on the store owner's face. Again, never saw any discounts. When I walked in one day on like a Thursday, store was empty, and I was like, I need 10 drop pods. What? Yeah, 10 drop pods. God, what was that? That was like $400 right there, just in drop pods. And then I'd also like strip whole armies and just do them over again. Like I had some long suffering space marines that I went through like 7 different chapters. And it was like before magnets were a thing, or I never really knew magnets were a thing, so I'd rip all the arms off. Oh yeah, strip them, repaint them. Let's see, my Dark Angels started as regular Dark Angels, and then I got bored with those and thought, hey, Fallen Angels would be cool. So I stripped all the green off and painted them black, and took the Dark Angel symbol, and it was a sword with bat wings. And then after that, they became word bearers. So I stripped them again, and they all became red. Added more spikes. And after that, Alpha Legion, I think I went to. And then I had my own custom chapter, which were gray with like dark blue shoulder pads. They were. I called them the Storm Riders because I wasn't very original back then. And then after that, the Badab War stuff came out. So once again, stripped them, and they all turned into Carcharodons, and that's where I ended up. I ended up buying 6 boxes of Corn Berserkers just for the axes. Yeah, I was in deep with Games Workshop. That might be why I had such like when I first started doing this, I was still in, you know, I still felt like a battered ex-husband from Games Workshop, realizing how much money I'd given them and how little they cared. But honestly, now that has just degraded down to apathy. Like Games Workshop is doing something. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm over here in my lane doing my thing. Okay, there's not a whole lot much more to this thing. I'll do the purple, the other purple, the lighter purple, the Prince purple. Oh yeah, I loved the White Dwarf back in the day. I had everything all the way up until they decided they were going to go weekly, and then they lost me after that. It turned into a something. It lost all of its flavor. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, some of the spreads they had in there were amazing. That's one thing you could tell is the guys in the studio, they definitely had a passion for stuff. It's surprising what catches you, what bites you and reels you in. For me, being an angsty teenager and seeing a Space Marine helmet and went, "Hey, that looks cool. What's that from?" Ugh, 30 years. 30 years ago. Yeah, I did another um, thing in the I feel like I'm getting old category. Um, Talking today, doing the interview process, they asked me, "How did you get into maintenance work?" Well, I was like, "Well, I used to do construction way back in the day, but then in 2008, the whole housing crash, and then everyone looked at me. I'm like, oh God, you've got no idea what that was, do you?" Just being like, yeah, I'm the old guy in the room. All right, because I've got so many oddball colors on this, I'm gonna do a weird mix for the ropes. Let's do sand golem. Uh, yeah, a drop of brownish decay. Then we'll boop boop a little bit of water. Yeah, all the way back then, I used to do commercial HVAC installs. And I tell you, there was good money in that, and then all of a sudden, just kind of the tap shut off. And I picked up apartment maintenance. Just I needed a job, and a friend of mine was a maintenance guy. He's like, "Hey, you should try this out." And then it hit me. I was like, "There's you can't get rid of maintenance in a recession." And I've just been doing that ever since. Okay, I like these. They're so simple, but so detailed at the same time. Like, just like this thing's head and neck. I love that. That's just so cool looking to me. It's a demon dinosaur. All right, what are we gonna do next? Let's do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the metallics. Oh, this is. It feels like this is getting low too. Tiny brush. chain. Yeah, it's. I, I don't know how good I'd be at teaching this though. It's just one of those like, just do it, just do it, just feel it, feel the way your brush is moving. There's that. Yeah, I put a little extra stuff on these guys' bases too. As you can see, I put little extra rocks on there, and the only thing I've done is prime them. So as I've been tipping and moving it, things have been falling off. But that's okay, because I will do a seal of. Oh, I might do like a really dark base on these guys. I'm not quite sure yet. What did I do with? There it is, Talus Bronze. Put a little smoke sensors. I can't see it. There it is. There we go. Souls like Dark Souls type figures from the video game. Oh yeah, I like them. And when I get to the ossified undead, which should be coming soon, they're going to be done with Beastarium. Yep, exactly. Beastarium miniatures. I've already got those all sliced up, ready to print. But after these guys, it's time for the Soul Snatchers for Grimdark Future. And for those, I'm doing just straight Xenomorphs. It's going to be an army of just Xenomorphs. That's all I can say. It ends up being 50 Soul Snatchers and 2 Matriarchs. And that's the whole list. Dark wood. Yeah, it's funny too. I was doing that last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, couldn't sleep. I was like, Ossified Undead's coming up pretty soon. Made an army list. And when I hopped on the Army Forge, I was like, oh, there's not much to this army. Like 9 selections. I was like, okay, I can make that work. Yeah, his guy's done for now. 35 minutes. Wow. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera so it's going to look really weird for a second. And then reel it back in. All right. So this is the rest of the arm. There we go. So this is the rest of the army I did today. So we'll put him right here, right next to his friend. Oh, we got this big guy right here, right in the middle of the screen. I'll do him first. Got all the bony plates. Lighting isn't the best. Rar. There. You sit there. Then we got this guy. And man, hold on a second. What do I got? What do I got laying around? Bam. There we go. Maybe. No, it didn't help any. Okay, underneath. Man, I'm bad at this. Either way, there we go. Ta-da. Lost audio. How about now? Do, 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 do. Do, do. Can you hear me? Huh. What happened there?